know when I knew. I was forced into it.
Maria.
I realized I was a streamer when I got my first cash out. I like to thank all my supporters and everybody in here. All right. When I got my first cash out, I said, "Oh, this is
Yeah,
a job."
for
Let's
real.
go. So,
It's the microphone coming out of nowhere.
I'm just saying.
I gotta say, for me, I had always wanted to be a streamer because I do my own content anyway. Like, I had nowhere to put this content, and it's just piled up. I got 3 laptops over here. I got iPads, and when I found Tag, everything came out on Tag. So I always wanted to be a content creator. So it was,
That
yeah.
that's a good one in the comments. I realized I was a streamer when I started going live more than other people.
Yeah, that's true.
And a
Pretty
lot of what he
much.
said too, like you have to remember, like I was doing content with my 16, 15-year-old daughter on
Yeah.
YouTube, and she was doing her makeup tutorials and she would have me in there. I didn't even know. But the videos and stuff we were doing was getting hit. She was like, "Mama, you should do this." I'm like, "Girl, I got time for that." But yeah, COVID made me have time a little bit. So I agree with him as well.
All right, all right. Lovely.
I guess when I did get my first cash out, when she said that, I'm like, that's when I knew, like, I will do this. I was like, I'll do this. But then, even after, like, my first cash out, it was like 2 months. Even in that 2 month section till my next cash out, I still, like, was building bonds with new people. And it was just like, I never had that. I was homeschooled. So, like, when I realized people liked me, I was like, oh, okay. I'm going to stay on here. So, yeah.
Definitely, definitely. One thing that platforms like this create, we can't say people don't gas us up, right? As a guy, you got hundreds of girls come in your life telling you handsome every day, and when you getting on, and oh my God, don't get off, different things like that. So you get addicted and sucked into this. You know what I'm saying? I go to y'all lives, y'all we playing music, you vibe it. People go there because they're getting that essence of you. You know what I'm saying? They become your regular routine. You don't want to go outside. You don't want to interact with the outside world because you got hundreds of people right here waiting for you to hit that button. You know, and it's definitely a good thing. When you can actually say I'm a content creator, I'm a streamer, and people actually want to see me. Whether you got millions of fans or just 2,000, you got somebody waiting for you to hit the button. So I know a lot of people when they first get that first cash out, they're like, "Oh, this is real." We run into people in the randoms, and they're like, "Well, why are you guys on the app?" You're telling them, "Man, you can make money from this." Nah, for real, hey, I was the same place as you. I didn't think it was real either, until I'm looking at it like, all right, it's safe pending, but I don't know. And then it hits your account, you like, oh, it's really in my account, I don't got to give it back, or I don't got to do this, So yeah, it's dope. It's dope. What's up, everybody? I'm 6'5" Mirror. Welcome to How Times Change. This is a show on social norms, technology, pop culture, music, etc., etc. All right, music question. What y'all bumping right now? What's it? I know y'all got a song. What song's on repeat right now?
Al Green.
Okay, Al Green, old school.
Yeah. I don't know, like, Let's Get Married by Jagged Edge, the fast version. I don't know, that's good in my head. Like, I don't
She
know.
trying to get a ring out here, y'all. Remember, she said it's time to get married.
Let's get married.
Peaches.
Well, you know what? I'm studying, so I'm vibing to Dwelle, Eric and them, Jill and them, Lettuce and them. So I stay in their house, vibing out because the other stuff just make me slow.
I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I mean, right now, I just have a mashup. I have a mashup of the California hood music. That's all I'm listening to. A little California hood music. That gang sliding, as we would call it. Nothing crazy. Felix flexing. My
Grounded,
dude. Yeah.
grounded.
Keep it grounded. You know what I'm saying? When you hear that music, you get back in reality. Like, okay, I'm from California. Okay. They let me know, they reassure me that I'm from California and this is
Exactly.
really how life is out here, you know. All
Yes,
right.
yes.
If you can, because I had this question on a good show. If you can give advice to yourself and your parents about your childhood, what would it be?
I'll go
Save
first.
money.
Go ahead,
I'm gonna
my
tell my
speeches.
parents. I'm gonna tell my parents y'all should have had me first, cause I'm the best one y'all had. And I would have been an example for the other three dummies. You did, but yeah, I would have been born. I should have been born first. Okay, and yeah, I don't want to go into my daddy issues, but yeah, I
No,
should have
no
been born
hablo
first.
español. Me llamo 65 Mir. This is the show. We up in here.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
mucho
I should have.
trabajo, poco dinero. We up here. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Lydia.
I would tell my mom because she went to prison. You feel me? I would tell her I didn't need all this stuff because I feel like the reason she went to prison for the check. I feel like if I could tell her like, Mom, I just need you. You feel me? Because later on in life she realized that. So I would have told her. And then I also would have told my dad that like he said, like he didn't need no other daughters, like he just needed me. Because the other one's crazy. So yeah, you just need me in your life.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Square?
I'm gonna say save money because I'm the oldest, and I did better than all them.
I feel that. See, and one thing everybody said they're the favorite child or they're the best child. You know, um, one thing for me, when my family, I have six sisters, four brothers, and we're all different from each other. And I'm probably the most anti of all the siblings. So I would just say, leave me the same. I don't want to change. I don't want to change nothing. I like being in my position in my family. I like that people don't bother me too much. You know, I don't want to be the oldest. I don't want to be the youngest. I like where I'm at. Yeah, the biggest thing I'll probably tell my parents is watch my siblings more because watch them more. They was the ones doing stuff. I never did anything. I never got in trouble, really, nothing. Just
Mm.
I got freedom because I can balance on both sides. You know how people straddle the fence? I never straddled the fence. I always knew what I was gonna do as a kid. I'm gonna go to school and get good grades. I might be in the streets, but you never heard about me in the streets. I'm like a ghost out here. So for sure, the parents, man, sometimes you try to tell your parents stuff and they know everything you about to do because you didn't did it. Now you can tell your kids the same thing. Like, wow, that's why my parents were like that because they knew because all of us go through similar situations. All right, social expectation. What was the biggest social expectation you guys dealt with in your life?
When I was bigger, I felt like I don't know if that's a social expectation, but I feel like chubbier girls are supposed to be easy. Like I feel like that's like a social expectation of short. So like when I was even now, like I feel like that's just like a thing. Like that's like unsaid. And I don't know. I even like looked it up like and I seen something on Instagram. So I'm like I feel like that's a social thing that people deal with.
The big girls are easy.
Like not just easy that we're just like pick me. Like we're the you know what I mean? Like we're easy. We're supposed to be easy. Like, oh yeah. Like you're supposed to be like humble if an attractive guy talks to you. You know what I mean? Like I'm
No,
humble too, but like
that's
what's
tough.
up?
Okay.
Yeah.
My speeches, it just seems like the rebuttal in your face. Like,
If you don't want to go, I'll go.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. Do your thing. Say your
All
thing.
right, so for me, it was graduating high school, which is probably typical for a male. But I went to college and I did 1 year. They wanted me to continue criminal justice and offer the kids, but I didn't. I became a barber, and I've been cutting hair for the last 15, 16 years. But I only cut hair. That's all I ever done. I never worked for another company. But in their mind, I should have did law or whatever that is.
All right, all right.
I guess so. What was the question again? Because she
So
threw me off.
what's the biggest social expectation that you've dealt with?
People expect for me to always have the answers, right? Because I'm like a problem solver type of person. But sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, listen, hey, I have my breaking points as well. So can I find somebody that can be always right like me? And they expect for me to always have a out. You know what I mean? Some way to get out of a tough situation or grow your business or something like that. When all the time I don't always have the answer. So shout out to everybody that think I'm smart. I fumble the bag sometimes. So it's just like the pressure when you do something and you're successful at it. People think, okay, you're gonna be successful at everything you do. That don't happen all the time in the way people see it. But just to piggyback off of what she said, let me tell you something about big girls, okay? We don't have to bow down to anyone, okay? If you cute, if you're handsome, if you're not handsome, whoever you is, whosoever you is, as long as your teeth are straight, your shoes are clean, I'll respect you the same way you respect me. I don't care how big you are. Actually, I like a fluffy guy every now and then. Okay, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Hello.
I
Exactly.
love that. I
Don't,
do.
don't, 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 don't.
Hey, I heard somewhere that big girls is winning at the end of the day
Period.
because, you know, when you look at, we'll just say rest in peace, Jerry Springer, first off. Rest in peace, Jerry.
Jerry
You know what I'm
Springer,
saying? Uncle Jerry, you know.
Jerry.
One thing you could see just on the Jerry Springer show was where it'll be a skinny girl or the model type or the one that everybody wanted supposedly, you know. Um, and then out comes a big girl, you know, and that's who he really been with the whole time, a big girl, you know. Or you'll have the reverse effect where she was a big girl in school, and then 10 years later, here she goes, she's skinny now, you know, and all that. It's like, oh no, I'm still a big girl on the inside, you know what I'm saying? But now I just look different. That lets you know that men are visual. We are definitely visual, and there's plenty of guys out here that love BBWs. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of guys, you know. And BBW is considered anything over 120 pounds. To
Oh,
let y'all know, anything over 120 pounds is considered a BBW. So
considered by who?
BBW.
Not in my
look it up,
community.
look it up, look it
Not
up.
in my community. Not in my community.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just going off. I'm going off of Google.
Not
I'm going
Google.
off of Google. If you look, don't shoot the messenger.
Okay,
If you
well,
go off of Google, anything over 120 to 140 pounds is considered a BBW.
I
you know
don't
what? I was told anything over a size 18 or 14 is a BBW.
know anything
Uh,
over a size 12 because like plus size starts at like 14,
14,
Oh,
yeah.
So like I'm 14, 16, so I'm BBW and then like still it goes up to like 30 or something. Then it's SSBBW. There's levels to it now.
Yeah, it's levels. There's levels to it. There's
hey,
levels,
look,
there's levels to it. You got thicker, and thicker than that, in the thickest of all. You dig? So it just depends on your vibe. But in my community, a BBW starts at a size 14. Okay, I'm a 14 on the bottom and a 12 on the top.
all
Okay,
right,
I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone.
right. All right. Welcome everybody to How Times Change with 6'5" Mirror and his guest. All right, let's shoot over to the other side. All right, everybody was a kid at one time, right? What was your favorite commercial?
The Band-Aid I
That
like that
wow,
one. I love
wow.
it.
That threw me for a loop. I didn't expect that. The Band-Aid song. Okay.
I like it. It's a happy, jolly song, and it always came on, at the right time. I like it.
Hmm. What about you, bro? You got a favorite? You got a favorite commercial?
Dude, bro, Nerf football. Anything that was Nerf. Like
Hmm.
if it was a football, I think that's how all they really had was football.
Right. They made I would say firearms, guns later on, but that was like later on. They started with footballs and stuff like that first. You know that Nerf that whistled, man. Everybody had that thing.
Yeah, the
You
football
could
that
wait.
just
You couldn't even throw the ball. You just threw it in the air to hear it whistle. You know. So I remember that. That was it. My speeches.
Okay, I'm just show my age. Okay, it was on everywhere I look. I see Tootsie Roll commercial. You know Tootsie Roll?
One,
It comes
two,
up to
three.
zero to me. Yeah. Everything I think I see comes up to zero to me. Don't play with it. Like that, the grape that just came out, the chocolate was the best. And then you get the little Tootsie Roll in the middle. And then in the middle, and it tell you how many licks do it take to Little Kim used it. Y'all stop playing with me. Tootsie
The
Roll, the best
owl.
commercial ever.
No, first look. See, we went there, lovely. We went to the owl, and she went before the owl. So we're used to the. We know
Oh,
about the owl, and she did the one before the owl. You
Yeah,
know,
I
it was
gotta
a
check
so
whole
out
song.
this one.
It
yeah,
was it was a
because we
celebration.
only got the clip. You know, about time it got to us, they shortened it up. You know, it used
Yeah,
to
it
be
was just
longer.
it
Just
was
the
a whole
owl.
it was a village of
It
people with
was a
Oh,
Tootsie
movie
Rolls,
at
man.
one time.
Yeah,
I
everything
gotta
I
look
think I
that
see
up.
becomes
I gotta look
Tootsie
that
Roll
up
food.
after the
Oh
show.
my God, yes. You know what? I'm sitting up here.
Man,
I'm over here.
my
I'm over here.
favorite was the Pepsi commercial with Michael Jackson,
Ah,
the Pepsi challenge, and it was all
The one he got
with the with
pregnant.
no, not that one. We talking about the one they actually went through, not the one.
well, yeah.
Yeah,
See,
cause
it was.
cause he did
Do you remember
too.
that thing about that commercial though? Um, Pepsi Cola burned him up, and now he's drinking Seven Up. You don't remember that back
Yeah,
in the day? Yeah, that was before the Pepsi commercial. Then he got burnt, and then he went back and did the commercial again with the Band-Aid in the back of his head. Shout out to Michael Jackson.
Brazilian. Shout
right.
out to
The
Michael.
goat, the real goat. All right. So when you guys are in the car with your parents, because everybody was young at one time, there were CD players weren't going around unless some of us in here young enough to listen to CDs and stuff. What was one song that your parents always listened to in the car?
That, oh my God, I don't even know what it's called. I don't know what it's called. But my mom and dad used to sing it together. That shit used to be so funny. Oh, it's Smokey Robinson. Cruising. I love it when we're cruising. That song.
They was driving down singing it together. Huh? That's what's up.
Hell yeah, freaky ass song. The older I got, I was like, that's how the door was
Yeah, that's
closed.
how you got here. Yeah. Ask my mom. Cruising? Really, mom? Cruising? All right, all right.
I got to
That's good.
I gotta say gas. Says here and all that all gas.
Hmm. My my dad would listen to what I can't even think of it. Was it Sam Cooke? Cook. I always listen to that. Yeah, I was born by the river. All that. He'd be all window down, shaking and stuff. I'm like, Dad, please, please roll the window up. He would sing. He would sit in front of my school with all four windows down and bump music loud. And I got known at like people knew my dad at that, at the school. They didn't know me, but they knew my dad. They'd be like, "Yeah, the guy in the red car, outside singing every day with the windows down. Whose dad is that?" And I'll hurry up and get in the car and be like, "Dad, pull off, pull off, pull off." Like, yeah, for sure. My speeches.
Shout out to all the dads that stuck around. I don't know what my dad used to listen to, respectfully, but okay, my mama used to listen to. I think it was Betty Wright. Tonight is the night. And I didn't know that song was that perverted until I became an adult. Uh, so yeah, I was just singing right along with "Tonight is the night that you make me a woman." I'm just like, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So my mom was a little freaky deaky a little bit, but Didn't know what dad like. Didn't know.
Yeah, mom was listening to it.
Years ago.
All right.
He was listening.
Ladies fashion in the 90s. What you bringing back? My speeches. What fashion in the 90s you bringing back?
And I know some people gonna judge me for this, but I don't even care. I'm bringing back the 4 layer bob. The bob that you had one layer here, then you get over here in the zoop, then you got something going on up here. It's like, and then there's a party in the back. It was a lot going on, but if you get that asymmetrical bob and it hit where it's supposed to, you got layers on. The more layers you had, the thicker your hair was. You was popping. So yeah, and it had to stick up because if it was flat, it was like a mushroom. So I'm talking about the layered up, boom, tweezy curls in the back, boom, boom, and then you come around here, whack, and then the party right here too. Turn up.
Yeah, she just explained a lot. We're lost now. I know what you're talking about.
No, I got it all. I understood what she was saying because I could picture it in my head.
Lovely. What you bringing back from the 90s?
Um, my youth. I'm saying, I'm gonna bring back. I'm gonna bring back. Wasn't it like windbreakers and stuff? Like I like that big. Like, oh, can I get to like, your jacket? You ask for the wrong man's like jacket nowadays. That should be like, because it's not as big as they used to be. You feel me?
That's because
Everything is
people are
tight. I
skinny. You
like
know,
skinny jeans,
I'm gonna
skinny
just
jackets.
interject. When I go to the store, I have to be like, what do you have in this size? And you go and you try to find a shirt, it'll be a cool shirt, and you like, dang, extra large, really?
Yeah,
So you telling me all the dudes is wearing extra larges out here? Ain't nobody wearing more. I can't even fit in the extra large. This shirt gonna rip off me.
here as long as it's not tight, it's not right for some niggas nowadays. I don't
Nah,
know.
I need it. I don't want it too baggy, but I can't do it too tight either. Like I want to be able to get out of it. Like women jumping in jeans, like we get that. We understand that. You know what I'm saying? We love that. But men getting pulled out of shirts, we not doing that. No, we're not doing that. You got to cut the shirt off. You got to buy a shirt. You know how you used to go to the club and there was always that guy at the club that sold white tees. You know, like, hey, get you a fresh white tee right before you go in the club. Dudes will go down there with no shirt on, hop out, get a fresh white tee, walk straight in the club. You know, now it's like you getting the t-shirt surgically removed. You got to buy a white shirt and get cut out of it each night. You know, no, we're not doing that. What about you, bro? What fashion you bringing back?
Man, I was gonna say the haircuts, but I gotta I want to go with a car, like a '96 Impala or something. That classified like.
Oh yeah, that car growling too. You knew your homie was coming because you could hear him down the
Yeah,
street.
yeah, that's the yeah.
Did you have spinners? Would you have spinners on it? Would it have spinners?
No, no, it'll be factory.
Oh,
Nice.
I wouldn't touch nothing. I probably upgrade some motor things, but it'd just be
Right.
smooth. And go from here to California and come back.
Right, for sure, for sure. What's up, everybody? I'm 6'5" Mirror. Welcome to the live. We got Lovely in the box next to me, Big Brother down here, and a whole lot of peaches down in the corner down there. Make sure you guys hit them all with a fade. They always got something going on the app. Big Brother got more shows than I can name. Moss Peaches has more shows than I can name. So go check them out. Too. You got like 3 shows, 4 shows. You got the Sunday show, you got the talent show, you got Judge Peaches
Oh, crap.
and all kind. I can't keep up. Tap in with my features for unlimited content and Big Brother for content. And check out Lovely. She's gonna let you know day by day what she got going on because it changes all the time. All right, so just go hang out. All right. So if you, I don't know if you guys had like a favorite artist or anything like that, but your favorite artist, did you have a poster of them in your room?
Oh, yeah. Yelling TV rap. I used to cut out everything in the magazine.
Hmm.
And I would cut out the image. I wouldn't cut, I just it's them, and I make a mural on the wall with just them.
Let me find out you just had a bunch of Beyonce sticking on the wall or something, in all her different outfits.
I was obsessed with Beyonce.
I
Ah,
could see it. I could see it in your face. You
Yeah, I
know.
was. Her,
Hmm.
Kiara, and anybody else that came out of her class. What's that, Carrie Hilson? All of
Carrie
them.
Hilson. Shout out to Carrie, baby. Out here doing movies. You know. My speeches. Who was on your wall?
Prince. He on my wall right now. He the only picture in my house. I promise you. I don't have no pictures of my kids, my grandkids, family members. Nah,
Wow.
just
That's
it's just
just
one
Prince,
picture
huh?
of him.
Don't you have the Prince symbol tattooed somewhere?
And I
Yeah.
do.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So yeah. I had Prince, and I ain't gonna hold you. I had Boy George too. I didn't know till I was an adult that he would never, ever, ever like me uh, in that way. And yeah, it was Prince and Boy George. Culture Club. Yeah, it was up. It was up. I was a rude girl. Rude.
Right.
The checkerboard with the vest. Don't look at me like that. I ended up being,
Hey,
a little
hey,
bit tough.
hey! It's a no judgment zone.
yeah.
No judgment zone. People in the comments, did you guys have a poster on the wall? While Lydia was who was on the wall?
I'm
Oh yeah,
asking
boy
you not
B2K on
with
the
no
wall.
judgment. I don't want no judgment. Real quick.
Uh
I had Taylor Swift on my wall because I loved her. We was like, she wasn't my crush, but I loved her. And then I had Justin Timberlake on my wall. And at some point, for some reason, I had B5. But that was like early on. I love B5. I'm a light skinned with boys. When I was younger, I loved them. But yeah.
yeah, there was a group of vanilla wafers running around out here for sure. B5.
I
Yeah,
didn't. I was trying to figure out. I was like, oh, that's before my time. I don't.
it's the before my time. My speech just cut it out.
That was before your time, honey. Go ahead.
No, because one thing about music at that time, we'll say from the '90s to like 2010, is that the recreation of the boy group. You had Boys to Men, right? We knew Boys to Men, H Town, groups like Jagged Edge. There was like the bands, right? The groups. Then you get to the 2000s and you got groups like B5. You know what I'm saying? What was the other group? The Making the Band and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, B5. What's the
Danity
other
B2K, B
Kane.
song?
after Boys to Men, B2K. Then it was all these. All right, we need a group.
Okay.
Danity Kane was out here. Those eras. Where
Yes,
they was just
Danity
like trying
Kane.
to throw
Oh,
groups together.
period.
You know.
Period.
So it was a bunch of groups that had a few little hits. You know. Um, but it wasn't given that, right? It wasn't given what it was supposed to. It wasn't no longevity there.
So she said, "Don't come for her." It's
I wasn't
okay.
talking about her group specifically. I was
You
just
did.
saying
You came
it.
for B5. B5 was all on her wall. Why would you do that?
I did
I,
have one good song there. Don't
You
two.
look up
But
BB.
one of them was Michael Jackson's. But you told me they did it and the video was nice. Anyway, I get it.
right. We gonna leave B5 alone. I thought that was like a B12, like the energy booster. You know. Yeah.
I'm crying.
All right. Self care. Look at B. That's B5. That's
Oh,
That's
B5
it.
right there.
look at him.
Yeah,
Look at him.
B5.
Yes, baby. You see?
I thought that was Bruno Mars and his brothers.
I thought
You
it was the
know,
barge. I ain't gonna hold you.
yeah, the Barge Boys. They was gonna
Yeah,
make a movie or something.
yeah, yeah, man.
Oh,
It
don't
is.
worry about it.
All right,
Yeah,
say that. Okay,
every
when it comes
single
to self
minute.
care, what do you do for your self care, everybody? What do you do for your self care, your personal self care?
Like everything or what?
It doesn't matter. Just one thing that sticks out in your mind for self care for yourself. What do you do?
outside of taking a bath,
Right.
um, outside of that, I do give myself like a sea moss mask like every 2 weeks or so, and then I'll treat myself to a pedicure right here at the house, and give myself wine and talk crazy to myself and everything. But I do make sure that I take care of my skin. That's one big thing for me. Your skin is everything. That's the first thing people see. It's the biggest organ on your body. So I do give myself a sea moss mask and then detox my skin because a lot of times the impurity in the air and stuff will have you looking gray. So yeah, I definitely take care of my skin at least every 2 weeks. I do a deep. Okay, it's all about you today.
For sure, for sure. Okay, okay. Lovely. What you doing?
I mean, right now I take a lot of vitamins. Like as soon as you said self care, I'm really oh shoot, okay, good.
Hitting corners.
Oh God. I do my vitamin regimen, water, and a lot of rest. Of course, like hygiene is top notch, but like as far as taking care of myself, I make sure to get the H2O and the rest that I need, especially right now. So,
Okay, okay. What about you, bro? What you doing?
My thing is I must learn something new every day, whether it's music or astrology, whatever it is. Because self research
Cool, cool.
definitely.
Man, and I feel that. Shout out to Ghost. I can hear him yelling right now in the comments. Yeah. Everybody has that streamer where they can hear them through their typing. Ghost
Yeah,
is definitely one of them, you know.
it is.
Right. I
It
should bring him
is.
in the box just so he can say something real quick. I know he yelling. I know he going, hey, hey,
that energy,
Let's
All right.
go. Yeah, yeah.
So everybody, we know here are the facts with Meerkat. Since we brought up self-care, in the old Western days, I've said this before, old Western times, when it came to taking a bath, like my speeches stated, you know, they would make a tub of water for the whole family, and you all bathed in that same tub. So whoever got to the tub first and second were the cleanest. So who do you think was hitting the tub first in the family?
The old
Dad got the first bath because he went out and worked the hardest, which is crazy because he was most likely going to be the dirtiest too.
Yeah.
So after that, you're just in there rubbing cold, dirty water on yourselves all day long.
Yeah,
Right.
no. Well, yeah, I
Uh-huh.
guess I'm spoiled. After I bathe, I still need to take a shower to get all the residue off of you. Shower,
Right.
the bath is just the soap. You know what I mean? I wouldn't take a bath every day. Like I take a bath maybe on the weekends and then shower every day. But even after a bath, I feel like it's something on me. So I would have to take a shower, rinse all that good stuff off, and then be good. But yeah, I wouldn't be. Sure.
Hey, you had no
Glad my
choice.
daddy wasn't
You
there. I'm
got to
glad
take.
my daddy was not around. I'm glad he wasn't around. Find out.
Look, y'all had to share the tub. It was good when it was like just you, your mom, and your dad. It was just three people. But we look about them families that where it's like five or six of y'all. It's
take them
like
together.
I'm gonna just go without, right? If I ain't first, whoever get home first out of the kids, that's how the lineup went for the kids. If who was ever around, you know. Same thing with the bathrooms, with the bathroom situation, the porter potty. That's not a new thing. That wasn't just invented. The outhouse was the porter potty. They would have to move it when it got too full, and conditions of those times, you would be using the bathroom and bugs would be eating at your legs because of all the waste. So you're in there trying to use the bathroom and you got little, you know, maggots and mosquitoes and other things nibbling at your legs and your feet while you're trying to use the bathroom. Yes, wow, it's wild out here. Self care has came a long way for sure. Um, some of the points from self care was start a routine, make a hobby, gym life, practice saying no, have a night out to recharge your batteries and your social experience, and learn about different things that can boost your personal morality. So that's from self care. Practice saying no. If you guys don't say no, that was the one at the top of the list. Practice saying no. If you don't say no to people, you're gonna be a pushover, I guess. But
I mean,
practice
yes,
saying no. Tell somebody no this week. All right, we did a Valentine's Day special, right? Hold on, somebody trying to come up here.
Girl,
That's how you know he was yelling. He was yelling already that it didn't come through. He was yelling so much it just blinked. It just went. It went cold, and he froze.
Yo, I want to say something real quick. The other thing is, y'all, depression. When people are depressed, they go into things a lot, and you can see that they're depressed just because they're not taking care of themselves. I want to just think about that. I've been depressed a lot of my life, and I didn't know. But when I stopped taking showers, I was like, I figured it out that I wasn't loving myself, and I kind of learned how to combat depression, based off of how I love myself with my hygiene, when I was in a bad place.
Definitely.
Just want to throw that out there. Let's go. Big Mirror Man in the building, though. Let's go.
Right.
all that
I
energy.
and
Yeah,
nobody
we love
gonna.
it, man.
He's definitely gonna get in and yell for sure. For sure. That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. All right. So we were doing pretty much famous couples and empowered couples and stuff during the Valentine's Day time. When you think of a power couple, who do you think of? Who is your power couple in your head? Jay Z and Beyonce. That's your power couple. Don Julio.
also like what was it? That show with Ice T and Coco, like I realized like some women like take like women like her and think like they're not strong, but there are times where she had really deep kept him powerful. I mean, I know he's not like huge, but at one point it was a lot being his woman. He had a lot going on. So I'll take her as a king, a king. Where they're at now, but when I was watching them, they was doing good. Bobby Olivia.
All right, all right. Peaches, who you got?
Um, y'all might not know who this is, but I'm gonna go with Irvin Johnson and Cookie Johnson.
Is
They're a
that
power
is
couple
that
to me.
the bat? Is that Dr. J?
Yeah, Magic Johnson. Stop playing. What's
I
Their
don't know
wrong
who
with
name is.
you?
that him.
My goodness. Now,
Sometimes you gotta throw the test out there
Irvin
to
Magic
see if they
Johnson.
know who
Stop.
they talking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with them too because Magic, Magic didn't put his money everywhere. Cookie got businesses all over the place. Some of them not even named after him on purpose because of that reason. They don't want people to not patronize it because they have a certain opinion about them. But
Okay.
Magic got long old money. He got
That's Wizard
money
Kelly.
that's going yeah, that's how you do it. And they're not flashy. They don't do a whole lot, but they got coin. They got coin. They got coin. Old money. Good money.
Right, right.
It's
What's
wealth.
up, everybody? Welcome to the show, How Times Change. I appreciate all the love and the gifts from me and my friends in the box. Power couples. When you think of power couple, all right, all right. Me, it's a little. I'm gonna say I'm gonna have an old one and a new one. My old one would be um, uh, Florida Evans. she Look, man, she dealt with a lot with that man.
Hey,
You
say
can't
that.
even say that. Florida didn't even want to lead a project. What you mean? They couldn't even keep the
It
power on.
because it takes a lot to deal with that and be in that situation.
Yeah.
You need a strong woman. That's a strong couple. Maneuvering the projects together and keeping your kids out of games
And
and
missed all
all
them
that and all
opportunities to
that
get out
stuff
the
that they
ghetto.
look. They
Still
take a
mad at
strong
her.
couple.
I'm
That's a
still
it
mad at
was
her.
that was a strong couple.
Yeah, well, you know, shout out to
Yeah.
them, man. Still
Shout
in the
out to them.
process.
Right. A newer couple, Sierra and Russell. I like them. I like what they're doing out here. You know, they cool. I didn't really like Russell like that, but with her, he cool. You know, ASAP and Rihanna. Shout out to ASAP for winning because he won for real.
And did.
I just watched a movie with him in the other day, and I was like, that's Rihanna baby daddy right there. That's crazy.
Both of them, both our children.
Right.
I think a marriage is coming because the outfits they had on at the Met Gala.
Did you see
That's
it? He
yeah.
had the kilt.
Listen
He
to
had the
me.
kilt on, the kilt, and then
Listen.
she had the little wedding dress with all the little
The little
extra stuff
egg,
on
the
it.
little egg wedge dress that
Yeah.
popped out like a cupcake. Yeah, I was here for it. Same like her Super Bowl performance. She told everybody she was pregnant at that point when she had a bunch of little ASAP running on the field, and then she had okay, we on something else. I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm
Is
gonna say,
is
I'm gonna say the Huxtables. The TV
uh,
dad always, yeah, the TV family always got me. It struck me as more of like a game plan. Like if you
okay?
pay attention to it, you can actually you can apply it to your life if you actually pay attention to it properly. Because the Huxtables was just an ordinary family. They had all their children go to college. Y'all seen the different world. Y'all seen all
Hmm.
those. That's just like continuing education. It's just teaching you how to do certain
I
things with
give
your. Yeah, it just teaching
for
you certain
sure.
things.
That was definitely a point in history where they were having good role models. Black families showing what black families definitely could be. You know, being married, being successful, different things like that. So it was cool. It was cool to see that. All right, Valentine's Day. It was the first kiss. Y'all remember y'all first kiss?
Yep.
My speech is you kissed the frog. Clearly, the
He was more like a lizard. I don't know. I don't know what all the other stuff was about. It was like, why are you doing this to me? This is disgusting. So I do
salute.
a closed mouth one, but he tried to go in for the Frenchie and he ruined it for everybody.
They ruined it for everybody.
He ruined it for everybody. He kissed me on my cheek. He kissed me on my frontal lobe. Don't you kiss me in my mouth? I don't know. Ugh. And his breath was bad. I was like, what is going on? Yeah, I'm traumatized. I got PT. I don't. Mm-mm. I might blow you a kiss, but I'm not supposed to. Nope. Sorry.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm a bit managed, so y'all bear with me. I was about 4 or 5, and it was a set of twins.
That's what's
I
wrong with you now. And now we done got down to the problem. We done got to the problem. Why you're the way you are now.
How do I take my faith back?
I got it honest. I got it honest. Don't tell
Yeah,
them.
so you just click on his name and there's gonna be like three dots in the right corner. It's gonna say unfaved. You know, just in case you didn't know how to do it. It's the twins, right?
That
Yeah.
was just
He said he had double team the first time. That's crazy. What about you, Lovely? First kiss?
My first kiss, I was like 13 and I was in an alley. All I know is I was in an alley and I ended up kissing, like when I went back to school. No, I was like 12. When I went back to school, I found out it was like my friend's boyfriend. So it was like not even good because it ended up being like my friend Melissa's like crush or boyfriend. So I couldn't kiss him again. For me,
Huh. Okay.
So you
All
was kissing
right.
your friend and her boyfriend.
Huh?
You kissed your friend and her boyfriend.
I did end up kissing her, but that was later on. You know, I'm bi, but I kissed.
Yeah, pretty much.
I
Yeah,
kissed her later on and made sure
Okay then.
that.
yeah. Well, shout out to him because he won that night. Shout out to him. He was the winner that night, not y'all. He won. Look, my first kiss was real cliche. It was 4th of July. You know, I 1996, 1996. I was in my treehouse with all my friends, and we decided to play hide and seek. And I was counting, and my neighbor, she was the last one to run away. But before she ran away, the fireworks went off, and I kissed her, and then she ran away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she kissed me, y'all. I didn't kiss her. She kissed me, and it was up from then. I was like, wow. I told my mom, and my mom was just looking at me like, you know, it wasn't like I was in trouble or nothing. Like she just was like, okay, so you out here kissing girls, huh? Hmm. So at 24 hours. All right, this is the random superpower. If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Mhm. I think I would want to be invisible. Pull
Invisible.
up on you. You don't even know I'm there.
Pull up on me.
And then call you. Like, where you at? No, you're lying. No, I'm just playing. I wouldn't be I would be a stalker. I would be a very good stalker. You wouldn't even know what happened. Oh,
I think I would want to teleport.
I
Okay,
would
teleport.
always ready. I want to be the most ever ready. Like this saying, like if you stay ready, you never gotta get ready. Like I have a problem with that. I'm always having to get ready. You feel me? So I want to
So
be ready.
your superpower, you want to always be ready.
I want to be super stay ready. Yeah, I like that.
That's
Yeah.
funny. That's a new one. It's like I could just see your outfit now. It's like SSR. They're like, what is that? Stay ready. That sound like a hood. Like that sound
right,
like a
right.
hood
But
hero or something.
I am
listen,
the
her
hood
hair would
girl.
be
I gotta
did,
stay
her
ready
nails
too.
would be done, her
Period.
outfit would be giving. She would be giving. She would be giving. And she would go to that B5 concert. Cute, you did?
I
I'm just
would.
saying.
Killing them.
Dressed to the
Period.
nines, just ready to go. I'm here for it. I'm here for
B5. All right. I was watching a show one time, and for some reason, I cannot think of the show, but everybody on the show had powers. And there was a little boy on the show, and he can manipulate technology. And he walked up to a ATM machine, put his hand on the ATM machine, and started the money. So he said, "I told the ATM machine to give me money," and it just started giving him money. That's my power.
it.
I don't know what the power is called, and I don't know remember what the show was called,
It's
but
called theft.
Right.
Yeah,
theft.
At its finest.
Oh, my
yeah.
bad. I didn't say we weren't going over if you're going to be a superhero or a supervillain. We just said a superpower. You know,
Okay. All right. You're right.
Oh.
You're right. You're right. But I mean, it would be
you said
the
same
it would
show,
be the
but
power of
what's the
thievery.
name of that show? Okay, Heroes. That's the name of the show. Heroes.
It would be the talent
Yeah,
of thievery.
yeah, Heroes. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna be the little boy manipulating technology.
Thieving power. Gotcha.
All right. What are healthy boundaries to set for yourself?
Well, I mean, you just gave us a list of them, but I'm gonna pick one from there, and that's saying no.
All right, saying no. Whole lot of peaches.
Um, repeat the question.
What are healthy boundaries for yourself?
Oh, my healthy boundaries would be to block anything negative. So my block game is strong. Is strong. Okay. like Muhammad Ali knocked you out kind of strong, because the more you hold on to people that don't mean you any good, the longer you're going to stay stagnant. So my block game is strong. So yeah,
I thought you were gonna say like Joe Frazier or something because Muhammad Ali would dance around people and tire them out.
okay. First
So,
of all, he would flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
oh, okay. Sing like a bee. Shout out to the bee sting. You know what I'm saying? You know, not to be confused with Beyonce. Healthy
Well,
boundaries, lovely.
Coping. I don't know. A healthy boundary got saying no and my block game is strong, but other than that, I'm working on boundaries. I'm healing. I'm not healed, so I don't know about boundaries. I got to that chapter recently. So yeah, thank you. But yeah, I don't know. Just saying no and meaning no, because I've said no before and then went ahead and did it. So I think saying no and meaning no is something I got to work on because I'll say no and take it back because I'll feel bad. Like my self talk, like, man, you shouldn't have said no. So yeah.
All right. I was on TikTok a few days ago, right? And I was watching you know how you see those videos of little kids on there, and you don't necessarily always watch it because, like, what am I watching a little kid for? But the kid was writing. He was sitting at a little table and he was writing down stuff, and he was calling it note to self, right? He said, "Well, I'm gonna start writing down messages and putting them in a container all month. And at the end of the month, I'm going to open the container back up and see if I done any of these things that I wrote down." So, and he was calling it note to self. So, hey, watch a new TV show, go jogging, do this, do that, you know. So I felt like that's like a good healthy thing. And when you see kids do certain things like that, you're like, all right, shout out to you, man. You must have some good parents, or you know, you must have a good head on your shoulders or something like that, you know. What's up, everybody? Um, I'm definitely gonna try that. You know, I know people do like the sticky note thing, put sticky notes on their windows or whatnot. Maybe I'll start a little jar or something. You know, I just acquired a Bel Air case for my birthday, so you know maybe I'll use that. You know, how black people are, we keep the Crown Royal bag, put change in it and stuff. Multi use.
Dominoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, affirmations in the mirror for sure. All right. What's the easiest way for you to brighten up somebody's day? My speeches.
I use laughter. I think we use less muscles in our face to smile and laugh than we do to frown. So I think if I make somebody laugh, to me that's gonna help them forget about whatever. I joke about everything, so it's hard to take me seriously. But I be serious sometimes. But yeah, laughter is to me the key to the show. You gotta chuckle, and it helps you lose weight a little bit. I haven't been laughing enough myself. People been laughing at me, so I need somebody to make me laugh. Hello,
They
someone to
laughing
laugh.
at me. We not laughing with you. We laughing at you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the segments on Instagram with the videos. That makes me laugh every time.
The reaction videos. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. But yeah, it's the reaction videos. People send me stuff to react to so they can laugh at it. Like,
You better start reacting to my videos,
okay, okay.
big brother.
This this definitely a Memphis thing. It's probably all the world thing too, but it's just stay out the way. I just try to stay out people's way. Hopefully that'll get them a better gig on whatever they thinking or they trying to get somewhere or you in a hurry to spend them $2 at the gas station. I ain't gonna hold you up. Staying out the way.
For sure, for sure. What you got, lovely?
Yes, like being like positive. Like if they throw negative at me, like, oh, good morning, like, yes, it might be. Or if like, oh, have a good day, maybe. I'm like, no, you will. I'm aggressively nice. I like my aggressive nice balance. That's hard. And it works. People like when you care enough about them to have a good day. You want your friends to have a good day.
For sure, for sure. All right, all right. I love it. I love it. Well, everybody, that has been how times have changed. And one thing that always changes is time. Time waits for no one. And right now, it didn't wait for us to get us out of feature mode. So we are out of feature mode now. So the show has been concluded. If you guys want to hang around and hang out and hop in the box and discuss some of the topics that we have had over the time, this is about week 19. We're going into week 20 of the show. So yeah, man, we here. If you guys want to hop up and discuss some stuff, you can. My speeches, it's always a pleasure to snatch you from your job. You know, headphone game. You know,
I took it
um,
off. I took it off for the show, but I can hear a little bit.
yeah, big brother.